Alrighty, y'all. G'day again. We have a funny episode for you in store. Just taking a look at a little bit of news, a little bit of funny, interesting things from down under in Australia. And by the way, stay safe to everyone down there because, it's still some tropical weather going on, especially around Queensland, Brisbane. Anyway, let's get into it. So speaking of Tropical Storm Alfred, check out this news clip.
We've got this, we've done the maths, it's science backed. We keep blowing Alfred, then he's hopefully just going to go away. If not, then we have our plan B, and that is to suck Alfred.
Yeah, I like how everyone here on both sides really struggling to keep a straight face, except her. She's got it nailed. Yeah, maybe I missed the memo on this one, but I don't know what kind of science or what kind of techniques or whatever this girl's talking about, but I have a feeling it's going to be an interesting show. I love how she's the only one managing to keep a straight face. I love my country. It must be a slow news day. It's working. Alfred keeps making little spins and slowing down. Every morning without fail, this bugger sits here and taps on the window. There's so many posts like this with basically, I don't know if you guys have a name for them, right? Backyard pets, backyard companions, something, right? It's usually something at sunset or morning time that, wakes you up or wakes up with you. It's knocking on the glass. Maybe it's a kangaroo standing here. It could be a lot of different things, but this is a theme I notice in Australian subreddits. Well, we're in a crazy economy everywhere when this is how you flex on people. Okay, this is a true brag right here. Yeah, I'm rich. I got 2 dozen brand new eggs. Look at that in the carton. 2. Count them. 2. 12 plus 12. Free range as well. None of that caged and beaten shit. Or poor now that you've bought 48 eggs. Wait, 48? 12 plus 12 is 48? Yeah. Apparently this person, the economy's so bad they forgot how to add up 12 plus 12. 48 would be billionaire status. They only have 24. Let's not squash their victory too hard here. Tasmanian devil gives woman on toilet a big surprise. That, again, is one of the most Australian headlines you could ever come up with. And yes, I would be absolutely terrified. Man stripped by parking boom gate gives interview. What on earth?
The gate incident, what was going through your mind when that happened, mate?
I thought it was a fair match, okay? It was 2 gates, but it was 2v1 when you think about it.
Yeah, in the first half.
2v1, yeah.
Mate. I saw the leg lift, that great form with the leg.
Look, he had me in a leg lock, and then also went for my shirt. But then when he went for my shirt, I just gave up.
Yeah.
I just gave up. I was like, is this, are we doing the Mexican wave now? But I was into it.
I used some tried and true technique that the guys use.
Oh my God, that is absolutely hilarious.
Oh, hell yeah, mate.
Yeah, he kind of just, honestly, what can you do? He kind of rolled into it, right? He's like, you know what? Got to commit. Smooth kind of exit of the shirt. Not so smooth down on the shorts area, but
this
hey.
guy was, I'm telling you, this guy was good.
One of the best.
Yeah.
German engineering. Yeah. That's, and they always win.
Germans always win. Well, not World War II. Mom texted me to say she loved me after the video. She texted me she did love me. Fucking pissa. This guy has a good sense of humor. Pretty witty. Yeah, that was good. This is from the Perth subreddit. Is this a mobile phone camera? Just curious if this is a mobile phone camera. I may or may not tap to my phone going past it. So this is like a shot from the road, I think. You can see that there. Does look pretty weird. It does look like some sort of camera. Don't know what it's for, but no, this is a mobile phone camera. Well played indeed. Tracks where you're going to create an algorithm on how many open houses you visit a week. basically logs all number plates that go through it and takes a photo. Cops can then search the database and track where a vehicle has traveled. Cops reckon they'll only check the vehicles of interest, but who knows what that exactly fits the criteria. No one would ever abuse it, right? Of course not. Everyone in government is perfect and has great morals. If that's what it's for, that's definitely sucks to hear, but it is what it is, right? We're in the age of technology and governments are slapping it everywhere, whether you like it or not. And of course, Australia's a big place, lots of weather going on. You're not just, this Cyclone Alfred. It's a big place, right? Tons of heat still. And Perth kind of leading the charge right here, at least when it comes to the cities or towns listed here. 40 degrees Celsius. And I might be a Fahrenheit guy, but I do know that 40 C is damn hot. Damn hot. At least with Perth, you got the coast, right? So get to those beaches, get to the water, or stay in the air conditioning. It's really up to you. But at least you got some options. Check this little fella out. He was eating and dropped a bird seed on a back patio. LOL. Baby western blue-tongued skink. That is a little lizard, isn't it? That is interesting. A little lizard like that. Are these all over Australia or just out west in Western Australia? You'll have to let me know if you see these. It's pretty cool. I like the design on it. 2005 phone plans. Ye old Melbourne. I always find these very fascinating no matter where they're from. It's good to see, the way they designed them, and of course, most of all, to see what the products were like and how much they cost. Now, of course, these old Nokia phones, I'm pretty sure, I'm not an expert at, but I think everyone knows these are like really tough, especially I think from back then. So these phones, I imagine, were awesome. And I just know they were known for being like really reliable and really durable as hell. Did you have either of these? I, of course, didn't. I was only 12 or 13 in 2005, so I didn't have any phones like this, but pretty cool. And these things were only $4 a month or $10 a month. Sounds a lot cheaper than phones nowadays, right? Because a lot of phones nowadays are upwards of 4 figures. Can you believe it? Kids sport way too expensive. So is this like kids Aussie rules football? Just a bit of vitriolic, no solution, spleen venting here. Has kids sports always been so ridiculously expensive? Despite being coached and run largely by parent volunteers, we are facing costs of $500 for under 12s football and $300 plus for basketball. Maybe that's part of the reason we are facing an increasing obesity epidemic, or has it always been this much? I'm trying to think. Here even, I wonder if sports have gotten this much. We're just on the cusp of our kids maybe getting into some early sports, not quite yet, but I guess I'll find out. I don't remember sports being terribly breaking the bank when I was a kid, but then again, I was a kid, so my parents were dealing with that kind of payment and not me. Has sports gotten more expensive? Do you guys agree with that? You'll have to let me know. What sports are really expensive? Is kids football one of the more expensive sports? Or is it just all of them? Footy is one of the cheaper ones because the AFL subsidizes it. Add another 30% for things like soccer. Wow. Wait until you see the price for tennis or soccer. Even like tennis too? And soccer? What? I always thought of soccer as being super popular and accessible. Ugh, well, that's weird. I'm not looking forward to that. Don't want to break the bank for the kids to get some good exercise and be part of a team and build more discipline and stuff. Warnings of $16,000 fines as spectators flock to witness the power of tropical cyclone Alfred. Wow. That's a big, hefty fine. That is a serious fine. I mean, look, I don't even know how to weigh in on this. I try not to judge people. I'm all for live and let live, do whatever you want. But it might not be the smartest idea to try and stick behind and witness that, whatever that means, especially if you're just like chilling on the coastline here. Sounds a little crazy, but you do you. But if you're going to do that, might be dangerous. I think that should be the obvious part. It might cost you too. So if that's true, don't get caught. The one real bad thing about this is, and this is, not me trying to judge people, but putting yourself in harm's way when there's actually people that are trying to, get away, and there's a lot of worries about having a big weather event. Emergency services and stuff are going to be stretched thin. Last thing you need is people, purposely basically allowing themselves to get hurt or a great chance of getting hurt or needing help. Because isn't there going to be enough of that already? So yeah, that's pretty irresponsible. Let's just get real. No one likes fines, don't get me wrong, but sometimes fines are very justified. Well, Marty McFly has made his way down under. That is awesome. DeLoreans are just cool to see no matter what, but seeing one actually spec'd out as a time machine is not something I would expect to see in Australia, but here we are. That is freaking so sick. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. It's got to be top 3 movie cars ever. It's so iconic. Had a DeLorean, I'd only drive it from time to time. Can always expect the best one-liners from Aussies. Okay, only a couple left. We're going to end it with some just regular funny posts that don't necessarily have to do with Australia. Now, remember, we just looked at eggs a few minutes ago, rather. And yeah, you would have to be rich to buy them in the Bronx, New York. Look at the price of eggs. These are for, by the way, some of the lowest, the cheaper ones, right? The fancier eggs, the higher quality, whatever, blah, 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 comes in different containers than this. These pink and white ones are like the cheap ones. And we're talking $20 US for these bad boys. $16.99 for the really cheap pink ones. That's crazy. And that's before New York taxes. Holy smoke. I don't know how people afford to live there. I just don't get it. Trust me, everyone's struggling and the cost of living is through the roof, and that goes for everywhere. But this is literally over double what it is near me. My 4-year-old measuring cup versus my grandmother's 30-year-old measuring cup. Okay, so this is the 4-year-old one. It's a Pyrex. I thought those were awesome quality, but it looks like it's already worn out. And the labeling is literally almost gone after 4 years. And there's the 30-year-old one. Jeez. I was always under the impression this was the best brand, right? This is what you get for any sort of measuring cups, glassware. They're it, right? But it's sad to see that even a name brand like that has fallen so hard. What happened, right? I know what happened. It's corporate overload. Everything turned corporate overload, and it's greed. I know that's what it is. But damn, when you see how products have just gone so downhill in just 30 years, it's really frustrating. That 30-year-old one looks literally incredible, like it's almost brand new. Old Pyrex is the best. The new stuff doesn't come close. It's a lot of these are saying it's 2 different companies, which is confusing because it says Pyrex on both. Apparently, if you have lowercase Pyrex, that's actually the cheap, inferior one. If you find Pyrex where it's all caps, like this, that's the one you want. So you learn something new every day. I'm going to keep my eye out for those at thrift stores or something. Gotta let me know if you have some of this Pyrex, because if you do, hang on to it. That's the good stuff. Alrighty, I'm going to cut it there. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you're staying safe. I'm really looking forward to the comments on this one. And, of course, I'll see you guys soon for another one. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, y'all. I'll catch you later.